749 at readiness. I muted myself. Well, that was an eventful start. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Uh, my mouth isn't moving properly. Give me a moment. Troubleshooting it. Can hardly tell it's been months since I've been here. Where's the thing I was looking for? It's a thing that allows my mouth to work properly, and I can't remember where it was. I'm just going to turn the thing up. I think. I can't find what I'm looking for. Either way, I'm going to slightly recalibrate my face. Just so my face doesn't break if I look to the side. Can you hear me okay, everyone? Close that. Ignore the thing at the bottom. So, plan for the stream is, as the title says and the game says, we are going to be. That's the button. We're going to be trying to bomb the Germans. Keyword try because I am very bad at aiming bomb sites in this. Used to be broken, I used to be able to blame the game. I can't do that anymore. We're going to do a squadron campaign, which basically means we get to choose where we go. I know where we're going for the first mission. Well, faintly. So we'll see how it goes. Thank you for the follow, Springy Planturv. Sorry if I mispronounced that. And Consequentadilla. Good enough. And hello, JCrispy125. Good to see you in the chat. I see it's your first time. I'm going to pretend I don't know exactly who you are. So, we're probably. First thing we've got to choose is what squadron are we flying for and what unit. We have the 401st Group at Denethorpe, the 306th at Thurley, the 381st Group out of Ridgewell, and the 92nd Group out of Poddington. Second. I've streamed once or twice, it's just I'm very bad at it. Speaking of streamed, this is the first stream with a new model. I've got a new outfit, as you can probably see, and, well, new hairstyle. And also, I'm using a new program so I can lead it nice and close. And also, my hair's nice and swishy. Yeah, I think Ridgewell 381st is closest to the coast. But other than that, it's mainly just what logo do we think looks the coolest. We have Pterodactyl with bombs, T-Rex with bombs, not Stegosaurus, Thing with bombs, and Tiger with bombs for the 92nd. 381st has Horse with wings, Skull with bomb, Vulture with bomb, and Dude with bomb. Red Dude with bomb. Probably meant to be the devil, but Skull, Viking Cloud, Ant, Butterfly Thing, and the Grim Reaper. How original. And finally we have just clouds and planes and bomb. Boxing bomb. Devil with bomb and horseshoe. That's the word. And finally we have gunsight bomb, angry face. I'm probably thinking it's probably going to be dinosaur. Yeah, only one unit really decided to go with a theme. The rest just decided whatever. I get it, their logo is a pterodactyl, that's why the entire unit has dinosaur themes. You know what, I think we're gonna go with 3/27th. And we're just going to start at the earliest, start December 1st. Actually, no. We'll start January 1st, 1944. Yeah, it is a strange aesthetic, but you can't see me shrug because if I turn it showing my hands on it, just looks awful. Now we get to make our... We could choose to make all 12 bombers, but these bombers will drop like flies, or planes in this case, so we're just going to make the lead plane. We have preset options here. I have a pretty good idea of what I'm going to make because I have nothing if not consistent with thing. I don't know what I was going to say. So we're just going to go... I think I would click past it. Probably Wimbledon cap. My mouse isn't working. It's not letting me change the name. Enter this for name. We're going to go for Pretty Committee. Now onto the fun part. I'm going to click the reset button a couple of times because that changes the names. Pilot is going to be me. I get to fly. If it lets me click the surname. Nah. This is an early access title and you can kind of tell. It's strange, it's an early access title. This is a very old game. They've just kind of spruced up a bit. But at least it works in widescreen now. The original game was very broken. It was broken when it launched. It was even more broken. And yeah. So, first things first. Here we have a map of occupied Europe. And here's all our... Every sort of grey building you can see is a potential target. Sorry, you just heard me knock my drink. As for potential first targets, I'm thinking something around here. Something easier. Where we can avoid... This blue ring is the German fighter rings. Basically, if you're inside this blue square, the Germans can shoot at you with fighter planes. The red circles are flak or anti-aircraft fire. Which, yeah, you've got to go through flak at some point. Thicker rings, I think, are thicker. The lighter, smaller, thinner rings are lighter flak, obviously. So I was thinking for first target, we go after something in this section here. Like a oil production facility, potentially an airfield. Special. Yeah, we've got a lot of options here. I am partially tempted by the Ford plant, just out of spite, because Henry Ford was not a good person, and bombing his factory in occupied Belgium is funny. Now, a list of places we're not going for the first mission. Berlin. Probably not Hamburg, though Hamburg can go either way. You can either lose every plane and it goes horribly, or it goes perfectly fine and nothing bad happens. You could even go down to Bremen, down here. Which has... Yeah, that's a perfect factory, because I know at this point we're targeting the German Air Force, the Luftwaffe. So targeting an aircraft factory or an airfield is probably a good thing. Sorry chat, my words aren't exactly doing well at the moment. You can almost tell it's been about a month since I've done this. So, I think we'll target the Bremen Focke-Wulf factory. There's our... got to zoom in. There's our primary target. And we'll go in at... we'll go in at 23,000. I think I got that right. No, there we go, 23,000. Initial point we'll set outside the flak. Set the rally point outside the flak, and we'll spend a bit longer in fighter territory if we move the point like this, but we'll miss most of the flak. In fact, what I'll do is I'll put it like that, and I'll add another waypoint here. I said I'll add another waypoint here. There we go. Get that back down to 23,000. Zoom back out, and we'll bring that out like that, so our turns are less sharp, because the AI has a tendency to crash into each other. And we do not want to spend this long in German territory. This is just what experts would call a bad idea. I mean, look at we spent all this time in fighter range, and we cross through flak barrage here, flak barrages here, flak barrage there, and flak barrage there. So we can drag these all the way out and spend as much time over the coast as possible. Now, decision point's an important one. This is basically what target we're going to hit, so we'll move that one a bit closer. In fact, change that to be there. And we'll move this out to here. And that out to about there. Now we've got to go through all these, and but that's 20,000, 23,000. That's 30. We want that to be down at 23. That's at 23. That's at 23. That's at 23. Wait, no, because I already said it. That's at 23. 23. 23. 23. That's at 20. We're going to keep that at 20. It doesn't really matter. We can, it's probably helpful to descend slowly as we can back to our Poddington here. And we're going to set our secondary targets. These are basically if there's lots of cloud over our main target. We can set up our secondary. We'll take the oil refinery. That's a good secondary. That's almost would be worth coming back as a primary target at some point, because the Germans need fuel, and that historically was one of their undoings. And not for the tertiary, we'll go quite a bit further out, and we'll go further port at Wilhelmshaven. 23,000. Now for the second part, we've got to do, this is sort of future-proofing. Is we're going to start looking at sort of recon missions. Oh, thank you for the follow, duplicates Silt G. Duplicate Silt G, that's what it is. Thanks for the follow. So yeah, now we're going to be future-proofing. Oh, never mind. Give me a moment, chat. There we go. And thank you for the follow. No spamming in my chat, please. So, Mont. Mayan Luftwaffe Air Base. Feels like that's a decent one. This is future proofing. Basically, we once we investigate targets, we know what their priority is. Useful things for later. Merc Willow I know is a big one because that always sends you there in the other campaign. Hader. What's that? That's just an air base. An aircraft factory down here at Osnabrück. Just Center and Communications. So there we go, that's the mission planned. We can escape out of that. As you can see here. Our primary our primary target is an aircraft factory. We don't have any intelligence yet, we're very dumb. So we got to pick what kind of bombs we're using. Now, I think we're going to keep the semi-armor piercing, just make sure we get through the roof. I think instead of the anti-personnel cluster, actually, incendiaries are always fun. But, we could just take general purpose, which is just regular bombs. We'll take incendiaries, that's nice and fun. Now we pick what planes we're taking. Pretty good bit here will be flying lead, followed by every other aircraft in order. We want to take more than just 3 planes. And there we go, we've got our full flight. From here, we can go into the briefing room. We don't have any reconnaissance film. You already know the route map because we just made it. So here's our target information. It's the 1st of January 1944. We have 4,000 pound semi-armor piercings, 10 incendiary 100-pounders, 1,000 miles to target. Our escort is a squadron of P-47 Thunderbolts and a squadron of P-38 Lightnings. Our target's priority is very high, we picked correctly here. Though it's a flak strength of high and a fighter strength of high, so we're probably going to get our tails handed to us. Or my tail handed to me, I don't know if you have one. You won't after this raid, neither will I. And just quickly thing. It's fine. Yeah, Bremen builds Focke-Wulf fighters, which we will probably see during this raid if we're unlucky, which, let's face it, we will be. Bremen Oil Refinery, also a priority of very high, flak strength of high, fighter strength only of moderate. Important part of the synthetic oil program, so we knocked this out. They don't have fuel to run their planes or cars on. Into Wilhelmshaven port, a flak strength of high, fighter of high, but only a priority of medium. So we'll sign this, and we are ready to go. So here is Pretty Committee.
Start engine.
And we'll start the mission at 7:59.
On. Cow flaps. Open left.
Here is
open
Poddington.
Right. Ignition to both. Mixture auto.
We have
rich.
the bomb dump here, which
Booster pumps.
is where you dump all the bombs.
Energizing.
We have fuel storage.
Meshing.
We have the control tower here. Hangar. I think this is the living quarters.
On.
I don't know what that is.
Ignition to both.
Another hangar over here.
Mixture
And that's the
auto
airfield
rich.
of Poddington.
Booster pumps. On.
If that's a bit loud. This game isn't the most balanced audio-wise, and the audio settings don't really work.
Meshing.
In fact, I'm going to tweak that a little bit. I turned that down for a reason. Sounds can be very loud in this. So let's head inside. Here we have our pilot, me, and Carl Fatzinger, who is our co-pilot. Move forward to the nose, we have our navigator, Eddie Dunbar, bombardier, Lister Van Meteren. Back here, you can't see him behind all our bombs, but you have Peter Bode, the flight engineer and top turret gunner. Radio operator, Bob Johnson. We have our two waist gunners, Jim Goldman and Matthew Ogden, and in the ball turret, just down there, we have George Schmidt. And in the tail, we have Mark Nabokowski. I can't do names. And just as we've done that, we begin the long taxi out to the runway, which might not be that long because the runway's right there. Really depends on what way the wind is going. If we're unlucky, we have to taxi all the way to there or there. If we're lucky, it's nice and short. So it looks like we're heading not to that runway, but probably that one, I guess. I guess we'll see. We'll speed up time. Looks like we're taking off that way or that way. I would say that way because that's the longer runway. Yeah. As you can see at the moment, despite being re-released, it's still pretty... The graphics are still pretty dated. The only thing that's had a refit is the interiors here and the pilot models. Though they are currently working on... Oh, hey, we've got clones. I got distracted by our clones. They're working on new exteriors for the planes and I believe working on touching up the terrain, which hopefully they'll fix the warping bug you can see at the bottom of the screen, but early access came out about a few weeks ago at this point, so still in progress. Looks like we're on a bit of a plateau. I've got a little flat gun here. Looks like 250 cal machine guns, though it's hard to tell because they're just... You're not meant to look at it this closely. It's pretty impressive what you can get away with just some flat boxes. Yeah, I was right about the runway. It looks like we're going to take off in this direction. As you can see, here's all our bombers. The second section there is also taxiing out. For the takeoff, let's go somewhere more interesting, like the ball. We might need to restart. It's got this bug where the joystick doesn't work. Yeah, that's annoying. Well, that's going to be annoying. We're going to at least save it here, and I'm going to quickly restart the game. And we're going to restart the game. Easy way to check if the joystick's fixed itself is just hop into one of the quick missions. It's working here, so we know it's working now, so hopefully that's fixed it when we jump back into our mission. Just look away. I could exit out, but it's much more interesting just to see what we can do. Nearly got inverted. Oh, that stopped very quickly. Let's debrief, reload the game. And let's starting at 8:10 this time.
Switch on. Cow. Open left, open right.
Okay, that's weird. It's
Booster pumps on. Energizing.
okay. We're having a weird bug here where it will work with controls, but not with the where is the controls? See, that's working. No, the roll isn't working, apparently. Well, we're going to restart the game, quit and restart the game the hard way. So, hold on a moment. Let's, see if this works. And that one just crashed the game. I've tried replugging the joystick in again. So that works. That works. That works. Okay. This time. And we're not going to sit through the whole thing this time. We're just going to
Start engine.
before we go any further, let's make sure it's not just
Ignition to both.
luck.
Mixture auto rich.
Yep, there we go. That's working this time. And we'll expedite the taxi this time just so we get there as quick as possible. Go to 16 times. It says 8 times here, but if you hit an extra time, it goes up to about 18 times. And now we can actually get on with the mission. Finally.
You are cleared for takeoff.
Let me just tell you, the dark thoughts are always there of just lighting them up. Tails up. Well, not up. It just feels like it. Look around. There's not much visibility in the ball. It's very claustrophobic. As it was historically. So now we're up. You're releasing a VR version very soon, Mighty 8 VR, and I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm going to need to find a bunch of people to play it with at some point when it comes out, but problems for future, Camellia. So now we're finally up. That's the magic box we've got to fly to. And what we're going to do is we're going to just start time skipping. We're behind schedule already. We'll start skipping in 10-minute intervals. Now it's loud. The game can be very loud, and I've had to do a lot of stuff just to balance it because the sound settings of the game don't seem to work. A lot of weird bugs. Navigator. Oh, I forgot to change our settings so the navigator doesn't get lost. It's a bit of a meme with this game that the navigator gets lost incredibly easily. I once had the navigator get lost over the middle of London. You'd have thought, given London is probably the biggest city on the map, that you'd know where you are, but apparently not. So let's skip forward a bit. Formation of fighters are scrambling, so that'll be our... Yep, that'll be our friends. And it looks like they're based out of one of the bomber airfields. Well, I say one of the bomber airfields, it's only got some tents. Oh, and all that, but looks like they have to live in the tents. Yeah, all the planes have the exact same sound effect, the sounds, no matter what engine it's got. Except for the jet. The jet has its own sounds, you'd hope. Though we won't be seeing the jets for what? Why did I go there? We're going to watch them take off. Not going to fly them manually because it's an exercise in word. Nobody manually flies a formation, at least that I know of. It's not fun. As you can see, they got off the ground a lot quicker than we do. Oh, that's a neat detail I didn't notice before. They actually... You can't see what I'm doing. I just realised I'd had you on the technical difficulty screen. Yeah, we're back. Yeah. This is the P-47s. Interesting detail I noticed, they actually check their controls before they take off. Should do it about now. You see all the controls do their wiggle, all controls will wiggle. Come on, don't prove me a liar now. Yeah, there we go. Ailerons, elevators, and the rudder. Yeah, it really does. Like the A-10 was built around its gun, this plane was built around its engine. The pilots called it the Jug. You can probably see why. It's better as a ground attack plane than a fighter, but we haven't got the Mustang yet, so this'll do fine. Also, it has 8 machine guns, which is pretty good. Yeah, the Jug. I mean, look at that climb. It's impressive. So, we'll just keep skipping ahead for a bit. We're about up to 23,000 now. Or 22,900 feet. And we're just crossing the English coast. So, well on the way. And the navigator's not lost for once. Wait, is he? Winding road along the coast. Yep, he actually knows where he is for once. The navigator in this is infamous for being bad. And there's that little inlet. Oh, this is bad altitude. We're right at the cloud deck for the next level. But it looks like it's very good weather for bombing, so I don't think we'll need to hit the secondary or the tertiary. I am going to turn this down a little. Is the audio fine? Because it's pretty loud for me with the engines. It's, yeah, the sound, as I think I've mentioned, the sound just doesn't work. The in-game sound tweak thing. Where are P-47 friends? They're just crossing the coast now. There's the Thames, so that'd be London back there somewhere. So where's the little inlet? I think it's at about there. So I think that's Greater Yarmouth. So we're up about here somewhere. Hold on. Nope, that's just dirt on my screen. So yeah, let's see. The town, there's I think the town down there. So yeah, they're down there somewhere. And they're heading that way, so hopefully they actually managed to meet up with us. I think the AI always tends to manage it. Hold on. I hope he didn't just say he was lost, because, well, that happens far too often. And as you see, the messages just rush by when you aren't thing. Yeah, I'm just going to time skip. Sometimes it crashes the game, but that doesn't tend to happen until you've already flown a mission. Now I'll have cursed it, of course, but it happens, I guess. Let's skip ahead another jump. So we're just about at the Dutch coast now. Plug in. It's now 9 o'clock. And we're... straight line. Straight line. Yep, he's actually got us at the correct location. Jump again. A bit further left. Oop, that was the wrong button. Look. That was a miracle. That turn happened without the pilots killing each other. The AI is also, not only is the AI notorious for getting lost over the middle of London, they're also notorious even more so of just flying into each other and getting everyone killed. We will see collisions. I have them turned off. I have them turned off to the point that they don't just cause planes to explode. Planes will survive many collisions, but physics is still turned on, so the planes just sort of flip uncontrollably and look weird. You'll probably see what I mean when we invariably get kamikazed by a German. So, let's do some more navigation. That's big town we can see is Groningen, which is in the Netherlands, I assume, from the name. Which probably puts the there's Emden, so that's in Germany. That's Munster, that's in Germany. Arnhem, that's Netherlands. So I'd say that the Dutch border is probably around here somewhere. So actually no, I'd say it's in Germany. So that's the I can't pronounce it, but it's the Zyda Z. Izmir or whatever, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's the big Dutch thing. So I know that's the Netherlands there. Especially because I recognise Arnhem and Nijmegen, and I know Oven. You've got Amsterdam there. That sounds Dutch. Okay, we just time skipped ahead. Now the Germans... I cursed it. I cursed it, chat. Well... This stream is cursed.
Start engine. Join.
Well, plane was on manual control. We're just going to skip ahead and pretend that never happened. And hopefully the game doesn't crash again. And we're just not going to touch anything this time. We're not going to time skip. Because, yeah, let's not crash it again. So I know what the results will be, judging by this cloud, but we're going to, Sorry, chat nearly just sneezed there. Where is he? Here's the radio operator. We don't have the option yet. We're going to wait till we get to the decision point, and we're going to check the weather just to make sure it's not nice or any of our other targets, but looking at how sparse the cloud cover is, we won't need it. There's Groningen. I think that black blob just under that cloud, that's Bremen there, which means our secondary target of Wilhelmshaven is there. That's a bomber, hello. That up there was Denmark. Let's check back in with our navigator, see where we are. We are past the blue line of death. So now, at any point, fighters from these blue dots, these are German airfields, they will now be scrambling to attack us. So at any point from here to there, so at any point along this route, we can now be attacked by German fighters. Thankfully we only have a short bit of space we can actually be shot up by their flag, but it's a very long run-in on with the flag. Probably should have, in hindsight, gone around. But if we don't, well, I keep doing that, of not changing back from the technical difficulty screen. Very silly of me. As you can see, we're there. And let's just watch the world go down by from the navigator window. I'm just kidding, let's go. Oh god. Yeah, there we go, that's what I was talking about. Looks like they crashed into 3 aircraft. Oh god, there's more. Not more. There was 2 formations at once. Oh, he's getting close. They just took out... Oh, that's another formation. That's 3 formations. Jeez. I've made a mistake, chat. Oh, they just hit us. Someone got hit. Who got hit? Bull turret gunner, one of the waist gunners, and we got hit in the tail gun position. It's in the back. Okay, where are they? 8 low. That's about there. Where is he? 4 o'clock. Oh god, he's dead. I've got to keep firing until I'm sure of it. Oh god, someone's just gone down. Tail gunner's already down, that's not good. Oh, he's behind the bomber. Oh, this is bad, chat. There are a lot of them. Oh, he was close. He's out of my gun range. 4 o'clock. I can't see him. This gun doesn't have enough visibility out of it. Oh, they're targeting us. And it looks like our... we got him at least. Where's that top turret gunner gone? Useless idiot. Oh, he's way too low. Another one got ran into. 4 o'clock. He's coming in this way. Oh, good hits. And of course he's abandoned the turret because this idiot from the top turret decided to show up. The AI can be very stupid in this game. But it's not like the radio operator just stole all the 4 o'clock. What? Oh, look at him just lazily strolling in. That's not acceptable. No, go away. You two. And you. Oh god. More, and the P-47 just rammed one of our friendlies as well. And one of our engines is hit. Left inboard. Oh, who's down now? One of the waste gunners. No, don't you... Okay, you grab him. Oh, I was about to say, oh god, who's down now, but it's just the, he's getting medical treatment. Hold on. That's something showed. Oh no, he's down on the floor, so he's not... Oh, there's more. Oh, that's bad. I'm gonna have to get him to do it. Who's down? Oh, it's just the same guys down. Yeah, just take your time to bring the fire out. Oh god, who's coming now? Oh no, he just... Oh good. No, he's... I think the other waste gunner also passed out, but because he's doing medical... Oh god, who's down is one of ours. It's one of... No, you're not dying on my watch. Feather the engine. And put out the damn fire.
From navigator, take up a heading of 265. Repeat, 265.
No, someone else's.
Okay.
Why are you going down? No, you're not that badly hit.
Fire out.
This is controllable. Where's the radio operator? He's not at a station, of course he isn't. Okay, if you can't control your plane, then I'm just going to bail you out. Ah, it didn't count, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh god. Just crashed again. I'm not going to retry and... You know what? I'm done for the night. This it just doesn't work. This game crashed less when it came out. Like, the early access release, that is. The original game crashes way less than this. They somehow made the game run worse. Maybe it's just because I'm streaming, but the game did not crash this badly when I was initially playing it. Have a good night, chat. I'm done. I need a leaving screen, but yeah. I might stream again tomorrow. I think I might, but it's just a broken game. Don't buy it. Buy the original. The original's cheaper and it might not run in full screen, might not have widescreen support, but it isn't broken and it's significantly cheaper. It's somehow less broken. At least the bomb site worked. They didn't have to fix that. Good night, chat. Sorry about the negativity. I'm annoyed.